endurance action, our last endurance action of the European Team Championships, the women's 1500 metres. I guess that depends whether you consider 400 endurance. I don't. But we've got a great field here in Division 1. Lots of Laura Hoffman, Ellie Baker, Hannah Klein, Elise van der Est of Belgium, Tina Mackie, all very fast athletes on personal bests. Fastest of all is Vissa of Italy. She could be looking for another maximum score here for the Italians. And that would, well, be largely irrelevant. It would just be fun for Vissa. That gap now, 42.5 points. The advantage of Italy over Poland. Does look like they're going to avoid. Poland are not going to manage their hat-trick of titles. Italy are finally going to take the team glory. Germany sitting with a buffer over Great Britain in third at the moment. At the other end of the table, Greece have had a really good day, moved themselves well away from the relegation zone. Switzerland have got 5 points advantage over Turkey. Keep an eye on the results there for the Swiss and the Turkish athletes, particularly as we look towards that mixed 4x4. That's the only track action left after this. The women's high jump just getting wrapped up and the men's javelin underway. So 4 events left where points are available. Full lineup again for the women's 1500, just to mark the championship record. Anna Mishenko back in 2010 in Bergen, Norway, is achievable by this field, but perhaps not without a pacemaker. But the conditions are much kinder than they were a while ago. Here's Sintaheyu Vissa, 4:01 and Florence Diamond League. Esther Guerrero of Spain moved from 800 to 1500. Very good tactical ability. Could she match the exploits of Mohamed Katir, who won the men's 1500 metres in this championship record of 3:36. Martina Galan of Poland sets a new 800 metre personal best of 2:01 this season. She's very close to her 1500 metre time. She's on 4:05 this year. Tina Mackie, national record holder for the Czech Republic, Olympic finalist. Hannah Klein was the European indoor champion over 3,000 metres, out sprinting her teammate Constanza Klosterhaufen in Istanbul for glory. Ellie Baker, semi-final of the World Championships over 800 metres, and she was 8th in Munich over 1500 metres. The athletes that's probably got the best combined personal bests if you look at her 800 and 1500 metre time, sub-2 over the shorter distance event. Van der Est won the European indoor title a few years ago. Laura Hoffman, another athlete exploring a move from 800 to 1500. Laura Hoffman will have a fierce finish on her if the pace does go slowly here. Agathe Guillemot of France, the final athlete there on the inside. Just a note on her, she's lowered her personal best by 7 seconds this year. There's a real handful of athletes around about that 4:05 mark. Guillemot of France going straight into the lead at the moment. She's been running steeplechase this year as well. So the strength she's required to do a 2,000 metre steeplechase in 6:21 is perhaps what's yielded that wonderful 4:05 personal best. Mark she set in Hengler. It was a very fast race that day. Lots of athletes ran well. Pretty swift through the first 200 metres for these women. But as is so often the way in female endurance racing, everybody can make it to 800 okay, and then it starts to spread out a bit. And I don't think Guillemot is pushing it at the front here. They're just starting to dawdle. This has gone down to 4:15, 4:16 pace after a very fast first 150, 200 metres. So it's going to be all about tactical placing. Hannah Klein of Germany pinned right on the inside, as is Martina Galan of Poland. Vissa of Italy has got herself on the outside, but she's running very, very wide. She's running extra metres. But with a 70-second opening lap, it maybe doesn't matter. It's more about keeping out of trouble and having good positioning. Esther Guerrero of Spain moving around the outside. This is what happens with a slow race. You'll see athletes peel, get themselves out the pack. Christina Mackie's about to do it as well. Sprint forward and then try and tuck back in. And they're not actually trying to take the lead. They're just trying to get a better position. It can cause chaos as the French woman is pinned on the inside now. Ellie Baker reacted to the move from Esther Guerrero and got herself in the lead just in case the Spanish athlete was going to make a move.
Well, it is looking very, very good at this stage for Ellie Baker. She's just done everything right at the front. Of course, pace, very different to what you might imagine in a one-day meeting when there would have been pacemakers involved, but this is very good indeed as they come up with 2 laps to go. 2:02 unofficially at the 700 metre mark, so that's still good pace for this sort of competition. Exceptionally run at this stage. Championship record 4:05, dates from 2010, perhaps a little bit beyond these women on that early pace, but this is really starting to become a thrilling race. Guerrero, who's got such a track record, brought Spain home to victory in the mixed relay, the European cross-country championships a few years ago. So she's got European gold medals to her name on the continental stage. And now the very good Dutch runner just coming around the outside. But it's Gadamnik, 4:08 runner. And now the pace is starting to build up with 500 metres to go. They'll come round and hear the bell very shortly, and it's Guerrero at the front. Italy's Samayo Vissa also challenging, and around the long way round, it's Turkish Silan Ayadiz.
Big moves into the belt. It's so important. Ellie Baker, is she going to stay on her feet? She is. There was a big tangle there between Laura Hoffman and Ellie Baker. They've gone back through the group. They were both trying to make the same move. And Gallant of Poland has managed that supremely well. She's up on the shoulder of Vissa. Esther Guerrero is very good at the final 400 metres. She can go hard. She can judge her effort correctly. She was 4th at the European Indoor Championships. Vissa looks strong. She looks poised on the outside. But don't write off Gallant of Poland. She's here in front of a home crowd. Christina Mackie as well has been getting better with every single race she's been doing. And looks like these 4 could be getting away. Laura Hoffman of Switzerland has done well to get herself into contention. Esther Guerrero kicking hard from the front for Spain. She's a sub-2 competitor over 800 metres, has made the move to 1500. Has Esther Guerrero got enough to hold on? This would be the best race of her season, one of the best of her career. Gallant of Poland is trying to find space on the inside. Esther Guerrero dives for the line. She does an Adam Kashot, pushes her arm over it. That is too close to call. A 60-second final lap. Guerrero's raising her eyebrows. She's not ready to celebrate. The camera focusing on her. Gallant gambled. She was looking for space on the inside. She didn't get it. 100th the margin of victory for Esther Guerrero ahead of Martina Gallant. She had the legs on her, the Polish woman, but not the space. And that was a brave, smart race from Guerrero. She put herself in position around about 600 metres out, and she went hard at the bell, and she had timed it to perfection. She had 100th left. Her legs had just enough left there to take the win.
Well, Guerrero at the end of last season was talking about retiring, but she was persuaded to come back, and she's come back very successfully. Now she's been talking about extending her career because she's 33 years of age, through to the Olympics next year. She wants one final track. As I say, she's been such a good servant of the Spanish team over the years, and she's such a gritty competitor as well. At one point she was thinking about moving up to 5,000 metres, but she's had a bit of a second youth, and she's really come through in the last couple of years and started to clock some very good times on a regular basis in the low 4 minutes.
See the tangle there between Laura Hoffman and Ellie Baker. You see it again from this angle. Both this is what happens when you have slow tactical races. The pair of them just trying to make the same move into the belt, and they got tangled up. And I think it would have been very interesting to see Laura Hoffman and Ellie Baker with their sub-2 pace in the final sort of 150, 200 metres. Laura Hoffman did well to get herself involved, but Esther Guerrero, I think if you learn your trade at 800 metres, your ability to think fast in tactical situations is really useful when you come up to a 1500 and you're actually going a little bit slower. And Esther Guerrero can read these 1500 metre races perfectly. See Gallant going for another win, another move on the inside, trying to get the win, and she rallied well to have another go round the outside. And, fair play to Martina Gallant. She did give it everything.
I think Vissa, the Italian, came home for 4th, subject to confirmation. She struggled down the home straight, but gritted her teeth. Yes, Vissa crossing the line in 4th place. So Poland only gained 2 points on Italy. and we've just got 3 events to go. Out in the field, we've got the women's high jump still to be concluded. We've got the men's javelin, and then we finish off with the 4x400 mixed relay. I have to say now, yes, it's not confirmed, but barring quite strange circumstances, you have to say now that Italy look well on their way to taking their first European team championships. We hesitated crowning them up until this point, but now with, I think it's more than 40 points and just 3 events still to go, I think we could say that the Italians, barring some very, very strange circumstances, are well on the way to being the 2023 European Athletics Team Champions. But there's still a lot to play for behind them.
Confirmed results of the women's 1500. Guerrero 100th.